Bishut Moray Verabotai. Today it's Erev Shabbos, Parashat Behar Bechukotai. Those two parashiot are fabulous, fantastic, because those two parashiot, we see that the Parnassah come only when there is Torah. Bechukotai telichu, v'et mitzvotai tishmeru v'atzitim otam, v'natati gishmechem be'itan. Something that every one of us must be sure that the Parnassah can only come when a person respects Torah and mitzvot. And bechukotai, that means you have really to take the same way that you do a lot of effort for Parnassah to make money. This the same way you have to do a lot of effort to study Torah. Torah is the biggest Yitzhara. There is no Yitzhara not to make money. The Yitzhara will not tell you, you have enough, go to bed. The contrary, the Yitzhara will wake you up to make money, and they will not wake you up to go to pray or to study Torah. So that's why the Torah used the word bechukotai. As Rashi said, that means you have to put a lot of effort, because only in the Torah there is Yitzhara. So you need a lot of effort, of course, study Torah and the Tefillot. There is a lot of Yitzhara. But in Behar, the Behar is the mountain. And the Behar Sinai, as you know, that this first parasha of Behar, the Torah mentioned that we have to do the Shemitah. That means, what is the Shemitah? It's done in Israel, only in Eretz Israel, not in America, not in France. That means, if you have a land, 6 years, you work your land, do whatever you want, you plant, but the 7th year, you have to stop. Vishavta Haaretz. You have to stop. You are not allowed. You're not allowed to put water. You're not allowed to put water in your land, because if you put water after you have a herb that will grow, so you're not allowed. But what about food? What about next year? If I don't work my land in the 7th year, what about me? What's going to happen the next years? You must have bitachon Hashem. Bitachon. Hashem wants to teach you that the land it doesn't belong to you. The land belongs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Give it to you only as a loan. But you have to do what Hashem said. There is a Gemara who said that anyone who takes advantage of this world without bracha is a ganav. It's like he steals from Hashem. If you want to eat something, you must do a bracha. You want to eat whatever you want to eat, you must do a bracha. If you do a bracha, it belongs to you. But if you don't do the bracha, you steal from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yeah, you steal from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Torah said, L'Hashem ha'aretz molo'ah, that the word belongs to Hashem, and there is another pasuk who said that Hashem he gives the land to the people. So the Gemara said it's a contradiction. Once you say that the land belongs to Hashem, and once you say the land belongs to the people. So what? So the Gemara answer: when you do bracha, it's your land. It's yours. But if you don't do bracha, the land belongs to Hashem, you steal from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Rabotai, can you imagine the mitzvah of Shemitah? Hashem, he said, it's your land during 6 years. But the 7 years, it's not your land anymore. Vishavta Haaretz Shabbat L'Hashem. The land will return back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That means you are not allowed to use it. And if you use, and you, Chas v'Shalom, you plant your land in the 7 years, and you make trees grow and food grow, you are a stolen. You steal from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you are a ganav. The Gemara said that because of the Shemitah, the Beit HaMikdash was destroyed, because they did not respect the Shemitah. The rest of the world has no the zechut of this mitzvah. This mitzvah, it takes part only in Eretz Israel. Only in Eretz Israel. I mean, all over the world, this mitzvah doesn't exist. As you know, from Israel, today they buy food from Gaza, from the rest of the world, because there's a lot of religious people, they don't eat the food that is growing in Eretz Israel. I mean, they eat from, this is Vishavta. From this parasha we learn how much we have you must have emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem, he said, it's forbidden, you're not allowed to do that, that's it. If you Haz v'shalom, if you throw water on your land during the Bashana Shvi'it, the 7th year, you are Haz v'shalom, and then you eat the food that grow in the year of because of the water that you throw there, you steal from HaKadosh. You need a lot of emunah. That's why this parasha was given in Behar Sinai. You know, Rashi, he asked a beautiful question. He said, why the parasha of Shemitah, the Torah mentioned that this parasha of Shemitah was given on Har Sinai. Rashi he gave a question. All the Torah was given Har Sinai. All the Torah. So why specifically the Torah mentioned that the parasha of the Shemitah was given in Har Sinai? It's like, if I tell you, if everybody knows that I live in France, although everybody, and I come and tell you, you know, my friend, I live in France. We know you live in France. We know. I mean, everybody, like, if I mention the king of Morocco, or if I mention the king of the President Obama, we know that President Obama is from. We don't need to say Mr. President Obama, the President of America. Everybody knows. I mean, if you talk about Kennedy, who doesn't know who is Kennedy? Kennedy, JFK. He was the President of America. We don't need to say that he was the President of America. So here as well, the parasha of Shemitah. The Torah said the parasha of Shemitah was given in Har Sinai. Of course, it was given in Har Sinai. What the question? So this is the question that Rashi he said. So Rashi he answered that the same way that the parasha of the Shemitah was given, the same way that all the mitzvot were given Har Sinai, the parasha of Shemitah as well, it was given Har Sinai. But that it doesn't answer the question. Understand? So the question again, it will be another question. So why the Torah will not say another mitzvah? Why only Shemitah? So Rabotai, I think this is a connection between those two beautiful parashiyot before Matan Torah. Always before Matan Torah, there is those parashiyot. Always before Matan Torah, there is parasha Bechokotai, Bamidbar. Then it's especially next Shabbos, it's Matan Torah already, it's Bamidbar. I mean, you see always those parashiyot around Shavuot, around Matan Torah. The only problem that a Jew has is parnasa, making money. They are right. We have a lot of mitzvot to respect. Brit Milah, Shabbat, Bar Mitzvah, Hatuna, Tzedakot. We have to support yeshivot, kolelim, schools, building mikvaot. We need a lot of money. We need charity. And to be a Jew, it's expensive. Kosher food. I mean, it's not easy. Now, if Hashem already give me Shabbat not to work on Shabbat, then He give me again the Shemitah. It's very hard. It's not easy. I need money. And Hashem, I have a piece of land that give me exactly enough money to live. Now Hashem, He asked me, hey sir, the year of the Shemitah, you don't work your land. Hashem, what about my parnasa? What about your parnasa? He will not tell you it's your problem. Today, always, it's like somebody told me last week. I told him, what do you think about this? He said, no. So I said, okay, what's the solution? You know what he told me? It's your problem. I said, but it's for you. So he said, no, it's your problem. But I said, I want to help you. But the way you ask me my help, it's impossible. So give me a way. Because me, I have no way. It's impossible. You know, he said, well, it's your problem. It's my problem? Bye-bye. I can't help you. Because there is no solution. Because what you ask me to do, there is no solution. If you have a solution, tell me. The only solution I have is this. He said, no, this it's impossible. No. So no, so take it or leave it. At the end of what he said, he called me, he said, you're right. There is no solution. You're right. So Hashem, he cannot tell me here, this is your problem. No. Hashem cannot give me a mitzvah that I have to be, it will hurt me. So you know what Hashem said? Hey, David, don't worry. You do a Shemitah, I'll take care of it. I'll take care. He did not say it's your problem. I'll take care. I'll help you. But you need a lot of emunah. So now you understand. I would like just to tell you this. You remember in Egypt, and when we left Egypt, I said, you remember? You remember? Tell me. Yes. Do you remember, Abi? Do you remember when you left Egypt? You don't remember? No? But on Pesach you said, Hayav Adam le'aot et atzmo kilo. And on Pesach we have to feel like I was in Egypt. So if you don't remember, so you didn't feel. On Pesach that you felt. You have, mamash, Hayav Adam le'aot et atzmo kilo yatsa. You have to feel it. Mamash. You have to feel it. You have to feel it. We all remember when we left Egypt. I remember. This is my emunah. Every day I talk about the exit of Egypt. So this is my emunah. My emunah that I was in Egypt, and Hashem, He helped me to leave Egypt. What was the reason why He helped me? To give me the Torah. And I was in the desert for 40 years. Yes or no? You remember? You remember when Hashem gave you the Torah? You don't remember. Otherwise, why you do Shavuot? Shavuot is only to remember that we were there. Understand? I repeat. Shavuot is to remember that we were there. We were there. We were there in Matan Torah. We were there. And there is during the 40 years that we were in the desert, did we have food? No. Only the food that comes from the Shamayim. Did we have water? No. Only water that came from the... All our living in the desert was with miracles. Mamash miracles. So Hashem, He gave the mitzvah of Shemitah, and the Torah mentioned that it was given Behar Sinai. Why? Hashem wanted to make you to make your mind fresh. You remember the desert? I protected you, and for 40 years you had food. So if I ask you to do Shemitah, you work 6 years. In the 7 years you stop, you can trust me. The same way I give you food in the desert, so I can give you food after the year that you must have emunah. And I had a problem this week, a big problem this week. I needed a big amount of money, and I said to Hashem, Ribono shel Olam, this amount I don't have it. Now you have to bring it. You have to do something that I will have it, because I have to pay this. There are your yeshivot. You want me to open yeshivot, I open. You want me to do this, I do it. Now I have no money, it's your problem. You have to give me this. If you don't give me tonight, because tomorrow I go back, I go to America. No, it was one day before the engagement of my son, Michael. It was on Monday. I said, tomorrow I will not be here. Wednesday, I'm busy. This is after bargain work. You have to talk to Hashem like that. And then Thursday I'm in America, so I need it now. And Hashem, He did something incredible. Somebody that, I don't know what happened to him, he called me, he said, how are you, Abi David? Can I send you something with somebody? I said, and this man, usually, he don't do it. Usually, when he sent a check, but never he called. Never. I said, can you tell me how much? He said, why you ask me this? You never ask me. He said, because I did a deal with Hashem, and I asked Hashem for this amount. So I want to know if Hashem put in your mind this amount. He said, this is the amount I want to give you. I thought about, but because you told me the amount, I will double it. This is Hashem. When you have emunah al Kadosh Baruch Hu, you don't lose. You don't lose. With Hashem, you don't lose. If you trust Hashem doing the Shemitah, you don't lose. You can only win. You can only win. That's why this mitzvah was given on Har Sinai, specifically this mitzvah. Why? Hashem, I want to remind you, the same way I took care of you and during 40 years in Har Sin, in the desert of Sinai, and on the desert, I can take care when you don't work your land on the year of the Shemitah. I will provide you parnasa. And Baruch Hashem, this is, my friend, it's incredible to think that, Emunah, faith in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's a work. Understand? It's like a diamond. To know a clean diamond, you must have experience to have a clean diamond. I mean, there is false diamonds. I mean, the emunah as well. We should work our emunah that we will not have a false emunah. What it is, a real emunah and a false emunah. A false emunah that I have everything, and I think I believe in God. This is a false emunah. The real emunah is when you need something and you don't have it, and you have emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This is the real emunah. Emunah is work. It's avodah. It's a work. Don't think, I saw Alav Shalom, Rabbi Michael Yehuda Levkovich, Alav Shalom, he said, how many times you have to say every time during the day, Ani Ma'amin, Be'emunah Shelema. There is the 13 Ani Ma'amin. Not only once to repeat it, all the day, because the Tzara is very big. When it comes to Emunah on Hashem, the Tzara is very big. It's spectacular. He knows how to give you a false Emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So it's a big avodah. It's a big work. It's a big work. It's a big work. And I would like just to finish with a beautiful story. I would like you to listen to this story. It's Rav Galansky, Alav Shalom. He said, what that mean? When you study Torah with effort, Hashem will give you peace, Hashem will give you everything. He said, what that mean? What that mean? I mean, anyone who has problem, somebody who has problem, as the Gemara said, you have a problem, you have to think, like yesterday, there was a woman, Bemeta, she told me, I have a lot of problems. Can you help me? Tell me why. Maybe I need to fix something. You know what I told her? Do you think I can tell you what you need to fix? You know what you're doing. You live with your life. Yeah, you have to find out what you fix. I can't tell you what to fix. You must know. You must search. Even me, if I have a problem, I search why I have the problem. I cannot go to a rabbi, tell me why I have this problem. There is only me who can know what to fix in my life. So people today, when there is a problem, they want to go to lawyer. No. The Torah said, if you respect Torah and mitzvot, you put effort, you show to Hashem that you love Hashem more than anything else, so Hashem will give you food, peace, anything you want. Otherwise, then the parasha of Chukotay, it's terrible. There is curse. Why all these curse? Hashem Yishmor. If we don't respect the mitzvot, so all the bayot can come. But when you respect the mitzvot, Baruch Hashem, HaKadosh can help. Like a few weeks ago, somebody fell 7 floors, a baby, 2 years old, 7 floors, and didn't die. 2 days ago in Israel, a baby boy, 7-year-old, he fell 2 floors and he died. Why this one didn't die and this one he died? Because why? I don't know. I cannot give you reasons. Only Hashem knows. But we have to know that Hashem, He can do things that no one can imagine. So now, Rav Galansky, he gave a mashal. What that means in B'Chukotat? He said, in the desert, people, there is no water. Yes or no? There is no water in the desert. So, but like the Bedouin in Israel, the Bedouin, they live in the desert with tents. The Bedouin, they live in tents. And they go with the gamal, they go to find some wells, and they take from their water. And then from that water, they drink it. So there were some people that came from the city, And then the city, there is a small city, but in that city there is no, it's where there is no water. No, there is water, of course, in the city, you know there is water. In the city you have the faucet, you have everything, pipes. Well, so some Bedouins, they went to the city for business, and they saw people just they turn the faucet, there is water. They were shocked. Wow, we have to go every time to the well to take water from there. It's why? We can do like that. What they did, they bought some pipes, they bought some faucet, and they went to the desert. They went to the desert, and in each tank they put there the pipes and faucet. There is no water. So they said, what's going on? So there was a clever man. He said, what are you doing here? He said, well, we did the same way that they did in the city. In the city, there is the pipes, every house there is pipes, there is the faucet, only the turn the faucet, there is water. That's what they did. He said, Shugaim, you fool, you're Mshignan. There in the city, they have the pipes that they are connected to the wells, to the water. But here, you only did pipes with faucet with no connection to the water. The only way to live you are connected to the Torah Kedusha. But if you are not connected with the Torah Kedusha, you have problem. You think you can fix them? You can't. Only through the Torah Kedusha. You connect yourself with the Torah Kedusha, you have the Shefa coming. You have everything is coming. Otherwise, Hashalom, there is no Shefa. So, Rabotai, יהיה רצון that Hashem will give you ברכה והצלחה, and we should בעזרת השם increase our אמונה בקדוש ברוך הוא, ויהיה רצון שנזכה בעזרת השם לביאת משיח צדקנו במהרה בימינו אמן.